We're home. Hi everyone, Becky with Becky's Feather Nest. We're sitting on the back porch of House A, the younger Victorian. House B is the one that we passed up, I guess. Um, I'll give you a little bit of history. Everyone asked, first of all, which house, so I'd like to make this as short as possible, um, and why we made the move. Um, I'll start with the why we made the move. It was job related. We did not want to leave, so it did take a while. We did a lot of praying. God answered a lot of prayers, making it very obvious and clear that we were going to move, that we needed to make the move, even though we kind of drug our feet on it because we just really did not want to go. But God made it clear that we needed to go. So once we knew that we probably were going to be moving, we came out here and started a search for a home. We didn't put our house on the market quite yet because we were still hoping God was going to say, "Oh, not really. You get to stay in your lake house." But that didn't happen. So we hadn't put the house on the market, but we did come out here and start a search just in case. His answer was move. And it was, but we came out here and started the search, got with a realtor. She told us that, or started asking us questions: what type of house you want, what's your priority, what do you want, and all of that. So we started looking. My first request was kind of silly. I said I want at least an acre of land because I want some chickens. So we she got on the search for an acre of land that allows chickens. And then the other, she asked what style home, and I told her castle. Castle is kind of hard to come by here in Texas anyway. Although I have to say, we did find a castle a few years ago that we tried to buy. It's called Cottonwood Castle. That may sound familiar to you because, yes, Chip and Joanna Gaines bought it. But a few years before they bought it, we tried to buy it. The owner was not interested in selling, and we tried our darndest to convince him that he needed to sell it to us, but it didn't work. We kind of dropped it, but thought if he ever sold it, we were definitely going to be the ones to get that house. But obviously Chip and Joanna Gaines have a lot more pull than little old Becky's. So when I found out that they bought my castle, I at first was devastated, but then I was okay with it because if it's going to go to somebody, Chip and Joe are the ones I would want it to go to, because I know they would do it proud. But anyway, okay, sidetracked. So because I knew castle was really not available, I said Victorian farmhouse. Cottage would be next after that. So she did pull up two of the homes, which are the two that we posted here on the video. Both homes had exactly the same pull. There wasn't one over the other. They were both pretty much equal as far as if we made the choice on the two. That's why it was kind of difficult, but luckily I didn't have to make that decision either. God made that decision clear as a bell as to which one we were going to end up with. But I did have a hard choice trying to decide because I loved the 95-year-old house. I loved the house, but not so much the location. This house, I loved the location, not so much the house. Both homes were exactly to the penny the same price, so that wasn't a deciding factor. both could have chickens. They were both close, an acre and an acre and a half. So everything was almost exactly the same. The amount of work, believe it or not, was very similar. Just different types of repairs and things that needed to be redone. This home was completely stripped of, if you want to call it character that it did originally have, because the builders in 1995 had it built to be a Victorian-styled farmhouse. So they did put a lot of the different character pieces in it, but then as new owners took over, they removed a lot of that stuff, so we're going to be trying to put a lot of that back. But anyway, so, and then it had a leaky roof that did a lot of damage, so there's a lot of repairs and things that'll be done on this home. So they each had equal amount of a lot of work. So, but speaking of work, I want to say God is the one that, well, first of all, God is the one who chose that we were moving and made it clear. That's the awesome thing about being a Christian. When you don't know what to do, when life throws curveballs at you and you don't know what to do, and you pray, God is there. He answers, and He gives you the answers that always work out the best. I have done, before I was a good, strong Christian, I would pray and still try to have it my way. But I found throughout the years, when you let God do it His way, it always turns out better than your way. So I always try to go with what I feel God is saying to do. But anyway, let's get off on something else here. I want to say it wasn't all roses. Life is not always perfect. The night that, a few nights after we moved in, we were tired and exhausted again from trying to, move furniture, move boxes, unpack, find things. And we were exhausted, ready to go up, shower, and collapse in bed. So we started shutting down the downstairs, turning off lights and closing windows and locking doors, all that stuff that you do. And my husband was doing, the same thing, and I thought I was finished with what I was doing, and I started heading up the stairs when I remembered that I forgot to close the front blinds. So I was at the top of the first, there's 2 flights, I was at the top of the first one, and I turned around to go back down and go close those blinds, and I turned around, and I guess, guys, I haven't had stairs in maybe 7-8 years, so I guess my mind was not even thinking stairs. I don't even remember thinking stairs. All I remember thinking was go close those blinds. And so I turned around. Obviously my foot missed the step, and I went tumbling down the stairs. Well, when I got to the bottom, I was screaming and crying and help and everything. My husband came running and was trying to ask me what in the world happened, and I was crying so hard that it was hard to tell him I fell down the stairs. But when I finally got that out, he scooped me up and ran me to the emergency room. I found out that I had a concussion, and I broke my arm in 2 places, at the elbow and at the wrist. So I am now in a cast, which I start therapy here soon, physical therapy on my arm. So I'm saying all this part because I wanted to invite y'all to follow me along on the process of restoring and putting this house back together. And it's going to be delayed now. So I'm going to, once I'm able to start projects again with my arm, I'll start posting those. But you might want to keep us in your prayers. Y'all are my prayer warriors. And if you can add my husband to this, because bless his heart, he's working his full-time job during the day, and then he comes home and tries to move everything that I'm pointing my finger, because that's all I can do, is ask him, can you move that there, can you get that box, can you do this, can do that. So if you could add him to your prayers, I'd appreciate it. But anyway, so I want to thank y'all for hanging in there, and if you can if you would like to follow along on the renovations, or whatever you want to call it, remodel, whatever, please do. I love doing these videos for y'all. I was very touched by everyone's comments. It just blessed my heart. I could see how much all of you have learned so much about me, that y'all know me so well just watching through my YouTube channel, watching. And the comments that you left on which house, just I could see how much y'all have gotten to know me, and I have gotten to know you. It's my favorite thing to do is read the comments. That's how I get to know you and have become friends with so many of you, and it just touches my heart, and that's why I do the YouTube channel. I know a lot of YouTubers out there do this for the money. I don't make a single penny. I never have, and I don't ever intend to. I think you have to sign up for that, but I do it because I really love getting to know all of you. So thank you for being in my life, and I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I appreciate every one of you. Bye, my friends.